Doing and loving and feeling and stuff.
Oh my God, do you have taller hair than me for once?
Loving together.
I mean, you always have a bigger forehead, but like.
Loving together with feelings together. Waiting forever with friends and stuff. Mm-hmm.
What
Feeling
song is
the
that?
one. I just made it up.
Wonderful.
My motto is, don't show up to work, don't call anybody, and don't brag about it.
Well, get out of here then, because you showed up, you bragged. Shame. Yeah. Let's talk about something that I know people of this channel can relate to. Hello, I'm the has-been actress Ketchup. Nope. Wait, I got it. Okay. Hi, I'm the has-been actress Ketchup billionaire Bonnie Hunt's Trixie Mattel.
Oh my God. And I know what you did last summer, but I just don't give a shit. Katya.
And welcome to the show where we talk about whatever we want.
Because it's our show.
And not yours. Impulse. Shame.
Shame.
Are you ashamed? First of all, shame is a landfill emotion. Ask me what I mean by that.
Wait, what do you mean by that?
A landfill emotion means if you grew up in the woods somewhere alone with nobody to tell you, you'd never be ashamed.
Right, it's all
You're
socialized.
ashamed because
socialized.
You are a landfill, as we knew. But as through life, when people say things to you like, maybe you shouldn't have another serving at dinner, people slowly throw things in your landfill, and then later on in your life, you're like, where did all this baggage come from? It's funny that we grow up and we sort of grow out of shame, but not really.
I don't think so. It's lateral
It's sort
movement.
of like, law of conservation of matter. Things cannot be created or destroyed. Your shame gets. You look like Bellatrix Lestrange went to beauty school and decided to go platinum blonde.
Oh, Orange County.
I killed Sirius Black. I hate farts. I hate anything like
They're embarrassing or just gross?
I hate like smells, farts. This is my original drag name. But like if I go to the bathroom and somebody like decides to walk by it 5 seconds later, I'm like, oh, I have to leave the country! Like it's too much.
Yeah. I farted when I hate fart stories.
I do too, it's like a straight boy thing. Like,
Although, I go down these porno rabbit holes every once in a while, like cycles.
What does that have to do with farts?
Well, we'll get there. So it's like, I start off with like softcore stuff, no penetration, and then it gets progressively like kinkier. And it usually, last time it ended on face-sitting fart videos, but then I just laugh and I have to turn it off.
Wait a minute.
Yeah. Pulling the patch.
Wait a minute. You're trying to start a fire?
Yeah. Shame!
How does it not twist right off?
It's, you know about my,
It's on a swivel. It's on a lazy Susan.
It's attached to a. No. So, but it's like farting, and the thing about it is that they're serious in the videos. Like, yeah, you want this fart, you dirty bitch. But one guy was doing it alone. Like,
by the way, if you like farts at home, we're not making fun of you. Yeah.
No, I am. But like the guy was doing it to the camera, which is always so funny. And he was like. He literally said like kind of like, oh God, it smells so bad, like to himself. Wait, the body stuff though, body shame.
Body shame. I feel
I can a lot.
I wouldn't say I'm proud of my body. I wouldn't say I'm ashamed of it. You're ashamed of your body?
I didn't say I'm ashamed. I hate it. Like no, I have like a neutral. I view it as a benevolent stranger.
What about you? When you see someone who's not like you, so let's say they don't look like a fried chicken.
Okay, I say, ¿qué es? No comprendo.
When you were tanning, you literally looked like a 3-piece meal.
Like crispy.
Your legs were just like permanently this shape with little paper things on the end, capping.
And you don't even need the sauce because it's so seasoned.
You were teriyaki, mama.
Girl, burnished oak coffee table. The shame spiral and all that stuff is all this invented drama that like colors our lenses. I remember looking back at that tan moment and thinking, in the moment I was like, oh, sexy.
Maybe you were ashamed of your very fair skin at the time.
Duh. Like sallow, pallid,
just visible blue veins.
Visible blue veins. Oh, yeah. Oh.
Dark hair just looks like little black
shame.
sticks.
The shame of my life is right here. It's this.
Do you have a varicose vein?
Oh.
It's way beyond that.
It's almost like a family of large worms. Went on vacation and never just came back. It was like so disgusting. It's just like ropey.
What?
Like, oh,
What?
it's so, and like when
Do you ever just like put a little concealer over it?
Never, because it's always my secret shame. I always forget it's there. But the people who are walking behind me on the sidewalk when I have shorts on, really,
Yeah, totally.
But even I am grossed out by it, so I know it's really bad.
Yeah. Do people get ashamed of, well, they get ashamed of aspects of their own personality.
I don't think enough.
That's what the word guilty pleasure.
Oh, sure.
That's my guilty pleasure music.
Yeah.
Why are you guilty? Because someone tells you that's not cool?
Yeah.
I was just in Europe where they still listen to Spice Girls on the radio every day.
Oh.
That would be guilty pleasure music here.
It would be.
Be the employee of the board game store at the mall.
Okay, wait, what?
You know, like the board game store? No, you know, like really nerdy tabletop games people, like, you know, like Dungeons and Dragons.
Oh, okay, yeah.
The employees were just like, we're super nerds, and we are just like,
Oh, yeah, we
comfortable
just
with
own it. Yeah.
We love it.
Yeah.
They're not ashamed of loving board games, but like an average person might be like,
One of my bouncers are trying the other.
Oh, yeah, because those.
girl, nobody notices. The
Yeah.
truth is, there's nothing to be ashamed of, because ain't nobody notice you.
One thing I'm not ashamed about is being a drug addict. First thing I bring up on a first date.
Really?
Yeah. When they come to the wine list, I'm like, oh no, that's okay. I'm an alcoholic and a drug addict. I look at them right.
What
in
do
the
you
face.
say? Do you say like, do you say I'm sober? Because sober means I have a problem, but I am.
I say I'm in
early.
recovery because if I have a glass of wine, I'll be smoking crack in 3 days.
You say that. Mm-hmm. And when people say me to say, when people say me,
No,
they
no,
say
no,
to me,
claro.
when I'm on a date and they're like, do you want a glass of wine?
Like, I brought my own bottle.
I love to be like, oh my God, you know what? I don't have to work.
bad.
Meanwhile, I will go home and be like, I have to make my bed. I need to take a shot.
I always had a thing, like an affliction.
On the back of your leg, we know.
No. That's a long-term tenant. Like that's always there. So I had a plantar wart. Okay, you ever had a plantar wart on the sole of your foot?
No.
Okay, I had to stop taking gymnastics, which I was also ashamed of because I had to wear a leotard thingy.
You took gymnastics?
Yeah.
Like as a kid, tumbling? Did they call it tumbling?
We just call it gymnastics.
What is it?
Okay, so it's a wart on the bottom of your foot.
Okay.
Okay, so you use acid to kind of kill it. So the skin deadens. But then I had to take a nail clipper and clip out, well, I didn't have to, I just did.
Wait a minute, did you dig it out?
I dug it out until it was a crater the size bigger than a quarter and about a half an inch deep on the bottom of my foot that I would just sit there and look at.
But why would you be ashamed of something nobody would see?
Well, because I couldn't go to gymnastics because I had a wart. And that was embarrassing.
And that's when you switched to data entry, your passion.
Yeah,
Medical billing.
Oh wait, digestive shame runs thick and deep for me.
Digestive shame?
Yeah.
What's that?
Trapdoor diarrhea.
Is that your drag name?
Crystal AB dance button.
Yeah, Crystal. Oh my God. Crystal AB dance button.
With special performance by Trapdoor
And
diarrhea.
Crystal AB dance button. Anyway, I guess, what's your advice for overcoming shame?
Oh well. I
Stay
think,
tuned. TBD.
I would say.
I think shame is sort of like anxiety, where once you go like, and then what would happen?
Yeah.
This is all in my head.
You have to learn how to just let things go because I have humiliated myself so many times on stage. That's just like second nature.
And then you look back and you're like, nobody had a problem with what I did.
No, people are always like trying to see the best in you. And we're always trying to like excavate the worst and shove it in people's faces.
What about this? Yeah, nobody.
But what about my plantar wart? You know?
I'm a little.
I should have just stuffed it with a cotton ball and taped it up.
You should have went to a doctor.
I did.
Stuffed it with a cotton ball.
Taped it up. Get back on the floor and tumble.
But what if the cotton ball gets stuck in your dried blood and then you have pieces of cotton? Like, have you ever been a military nurse? Because I have.
Some of you have not been military nurses.
And it shows. I'm
Excited.
worried that you are having serious physical afflictions and then being like, oh, I'm just ashamed. I'm not gonna go to the doctor. Well, that's the thing. Not
Too
going to the
embarrassing.
doctor because of embarrassment.
It's too embarrassing.
What is that?
Or same thing with like, you know, young kids and like, I'm ashamed to learn about sex, so I'm just gonna, you know, dead body or whatever.
Right, totally. Oh. I just caught what you said.
Shame.
Shame.
Yeah.
Ha. That's how Australian people laugh.
Hee-haw. I'm still gagged by the fact that the poop goes up your butt from the toilet in Australia. That is wild. Why can't we talk about that? The elephant in the room. Mama, explain that to a 7th grader. Oh. The gay shame, I don't think there's one trait that is not like zeroed in on by gay people for being like loathed. Do you know what I mean? Like two.
Even gay people.
No, gay people are the worst.
Yes.
They're the worst.
Honestly, nobody hates gay people more than gay people, and nobody hates gay guys more than
gay.
themselves.
Yeah, absolutely. Have you ever masculinized your gait and voice for another person?
I'm doing it now.